Power sharing means the sharing in power. हिंदी मीनिंग ऑफ पावर शेयरिंग इस सत्ता में हिस्सेदारी. We define power sharing, a policy agreed between the political parties or within a coalition to share responsibility for decision making and political action is known as power sharing. An intelligent sharing of power among legislature, executive, judiciary is very important to design of a democracy. This chapter starts with two stories from Belgium and Sri Lanka. Both the stories are about how democracies handle demand for the power sharing. To understand the matters related to Belgium and Sri Lanka, we should know the ethnic composition of both the countries. Let us see what is ethnic. The word ethnic defined as a social division based on culture, shared and descent. Let us focus on the ethnic composition of Belgium and Sri Lanka. First, we focus on the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka. Tamil speakers 18%, Sri Lankan Tamil 13%, and Indian Tamil 5%, whose forefathers come from India as plantation workers during colonial period in Sri Lanka. Sinhala speakers 74% and Christians 7%, both Tamil and Sinhala. Now see the ethnic composition of Belgium. French speakers 40%, Dutch speakers 59%, German speakers 1%. In capital city, the ethnic composition in Belgium is different. In Brussels, French speakers 80%, Dutch speakers 20%. In Sri Lanka follow the policy of Mediterraneanism, and Belgium follow the policy of accommodation of diverging group. The policy followed by Sri Lanka was majoritarianism, which causes a terrible setback to the social, cultural and economic life of the people. And the policy followed by Belgium, accommodating the diverging group, helps to avoid the civic strife of the country on linguistic life. We have seen the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka and Belgium. Sri Lanka and Belgium ethnic composition are very complex or complicated. In Belgium, the minority French speaking people was rich and powerful, so they got the benefit of economic development and education earlier than the Dutch community. This led to the tension between both the communities, Dutch speaking and French speaking people. During 1950s or 1960s, it was more acute. In Brussels, it had a special problem. Dutch speaking people were majority in the country and minority in the capital. Let us see now that how Belgium accommodate the diverse group. The Belgian leaders recognize the existence of regional differences and cultural diversities. Between 1970s and 1993, they amended their constitution 4 times to work out an arrangement that every people enabled to live together within the same country. Here are the sum of the elements of the Belgium model. The number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the capital. In the central government, special laws required to support a majority of members from each linguistic group. No single community make decision unilaterally. Many powers of the central government have been given to a state government of the 2 regions of the country. The state government are not subordinate to the central government, federal system followed by the government. Brussels has a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation. The French speaking people accepted equal representation in Brussels because Dutch speaking people accepted equal representation in central government. There is a third kind of government. Community government is elected by Dutch, French, German speaking people. This government has the power regarding culture, educational and language related issues. Students, you feel the Belgian model is very complicated but worked well so far. They help to avoid the civic strife between major communities and division of the country on linguistic line. This country is so peaceful with this arrangement that Brussels was chosen as headquarters of the European Union. Next, in the second video, we will read about the Sri Lankan policy of Vegetarianism.